Well, here we go, guys. I'm going to remove this battery here on the end, push the negative down to the third battery, and then update the Victron shunt to know that it has 300 amp hours instead of 400 amp hours. We're going to start with one battery, but eventually I think I'm going to move to having two in the portable unit. Let's just see how it flows. And one other point, none of this would be possible. If I had configured this as a 24 volt system, I'd have to take out two to start with. Couldn't just do the one. And because you got to do them in pairs of the 24 volt. And if I'd gone with 48, no way I could do this. So another big benefit of a little 12 volt system is now I can go ahead and take one battery and still have a fully functional 12 volt system just by moving the negative down to the third. So let's do this and update the shunt. Okay, we're all set. Battery's been removed. Victron's been updated. Everybody's online. VRM accounts are talking. The old batteries have their panel in place, ready to go for the fridge, which is not connected. And the 300 amp hour are now still at 13.8 after being disconnected for 2 days. But we got a nice sunny day coming. By the way, I've told you guys before, I love these things. I always keep these connected to the old 12 volt batteries, the boat batteries. And then every time I open this door to come into this little room, these lights come on. You know, you can take them off obviously and put them anywhere. They're motion sensing. That's the only bad thing about them is they come on all day. They don't realize it's dark. But it's great to have them just any place where you're going in and out of or coming in here without having to switch that light. It's just fantastic because every time I come in here, these little guys come on. They're 12 volt powered by USB. Free lighting basically. And there you go. The two panels are back in place and generating their work. All right, guys, and VRM is reporting we are good to go. The 300 amp hour batteries are all connected. VRM showing 100%, which is true. 13.5 is 100. We're in bulk. It's super early in the morning. It's only 8 o'clock. So the solar panel obviously is not providing too much power. What we're going to do initially, and you know, the other thing that occurs to me now is this is going to recharge to 100% a lot faster. It's not trying to bring back 400 amp hours, it's only bringing back 300 amp hours in 3 batteries. So charging on the panel back to full should be a lot quicker. And what I'm going to do to start out with just for the testing, I'm going to take my charger, my Victron charger, and connect that to the battery, then connect the little, the new inverter. And we'll test all the loads on it, see what we can connect. And we'll just recharge it from this system. I'll plug it into the inverter here to recharge the battery on that one. And because we don't have the solar setup ready to go yet and the box is not quite constructed. So that's our approach. Everything's back. Okay, we got a little battery hooked up for testing here. Got to put a fuse in there, have to, for all this. No breaker at this point. Just want to see if this is even worth building a box for. And so now I've got 13.77 at all connections. Let's just show you what I'm seeing. Get in there, you. So to the battery, 13.77, and to the actual cables all the way out through the fuse and to the end. Get off of there, you. Of course, it's not going to work. What do we got? 13.77, 13.7. So let's hook this thing up. First thing we're going to do is put the little resistor on there just to make sure we don't spark out the inverter, and then we're good to go. Negative is on. Next thing we're going to do now is just get the little, in case there is any, get their capacitors fired up, this little resistor. Leave it on there for a second or two. All right, and now we should be able to connect the positive cord without any kind of serious spark or any spark. It's only a 1200 amps or watt. I mean, probably wouldn't have been one anyway. But there we go. Let's connect her up. Okay, guys. So we've got our little battery set up now. One addition, I added the charger. I don't have the solar stuff in place just yet to recharge it. Here's the lumber I've bought to make the little box for it. Just going to go straight across. It's 24 inches. So I'm going to make simple cuts going across and keep that as my nominal length. Well, we're going to test on this, guys. Right now it's in bulk, down to 13.74, because this sat for 3 days with no charge due to Idalia. And then once we get to where this is fully charged, we're going to run this guy and see how long we can get him to go with compressor on just one battery. We'll test out whether this guy handles the voltage. Then we'll run this. This is not a toy. That's a microwave I used to give me coffee and breakfast sandwiches sometimes in the morning. It's a pig though. That thing uses a lot of juice. But we'll try it and see what it does. Primarily, I want to see how it handles this. We know it's going to handle the boat because it's only 80 watts to run the charger, but we'll check out the fridges. That's a 1975, that boat, so a lot of the equipment is not the newest, not the most efficient. But then we'll be testing all our measurements out with this guy. So here we go. We're set up. We're charging this battery. It's in bulk. We'll probably let that run for quite a while. And then we'll run this little guy here, which is all configured to it. I may leave this on here just until we're done with the testing. That way I can recharge it after we've tried the various appliances on it. But we're going to run this through a lot before we start building any boxes.